In this video, we're going to be looking at multiples and factors. So first, let's start off by looking at what multiples are. So a multiple of a number would be the numbers within its multiplication times table. So if we had a look at 6 and we was told to list the first 5 multiples of 6, we would have 6 as our first one, 12 as our second multiple, 18 as our third, 24 as our fourth, and 30 as our fifth number. And each one of these numbers are actually multiples of 6. Another example of a multiple of 6 would be 60, for example, or 42, because these numbers are in the 6 times table. So let's have a look at one more example of multiples. So what is the first 4 multiples of 8? So given what I've just mentioned about multiples, I'll give you a moment to just pause the video and try this example out. Okay, if you had a chance to attempt that, we can go through that together now. So the first 4 multiples of 8 would be the first 4 numbers in the 8 times table. So we will have 8, 16, 24, and 32 as our first 4 multiples of 8. So that is pretty much multiples. So now what are factors then? So multiples are numbers in a times table. Factors are actually numbers that can be divided by that number. So in this example here, we're told to find the factors of 15. So what I will do is I'm going to write 2 numbers which multiply together to make 15. So the first one we can have is 1 times 15 will give us 15. Something else we can have is 3 times 5, which will give us 15 as well. And if we have a look at any other numbers that gives us 15, that multiply together to give us 15, we're unable to find that. So these are all our multiples. So if we have a look at any other 2 numbers that multiply to give us 15, this is all of them. So we have our factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, and 15. And we will also notice that, as I mentioned, all of these numbers can actually be divided into 15. So let's have a look at another example. So we're told to find the factors of 12. So as I mentioned in the last example, factors of a number are numbers that can be divided into it. And instantly, just looking at 12, we can already tell that this is an even number. So 2 will be a factor. But let's use the same method we done last time. Let's take 2 numbers that multiply together to make 12. And then we can use this to find out all of our factors. So first we'll start off with 1 times 12, which will give us 12. And we know that 12 is an even number, so 2 times another number, which we know will be 6, will give us 12. Is 3 a factor of 12? So yes, 3 is. So 3 times a number, so 3 times 4 will give us 12. Are there any other factors of 12? No, there's not, because these are the only numbers that can multiply together to make 12. So we can write out our factors of 12 to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Now let's look at one more example. We're told to find the factors of 80. So given the past 2 examples we've just run through, going through factors, pause the video and give this a go. And in a second we will go through the answers together. Okay, lovely. If you had a chance to actually try this out, let's go through the answers together now. So once again, we're going to find 2 numbers that multiply together to make 80. So first off, 1 times 80 will give us 80. Next, we know 2 times 40 will give us 80. Also, 4 times 20 will give us 80. 5 times 16 will give us 80. And finally, 8 times 10 will give us 80. So therefore, we can write out all our factors of 80 to be 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 16, 20, 40, and 80. So that's multiples and factors. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this multiples and factors video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below, and I will answer your questions.